What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley here with you for an ML Sports Take at Rosie's Corner. Stop on by today. They've got pulled pork on a Wednesday, plus awesome pasta salad, awesome mac salad, great, sides, chips, lemonade, grilled chicken salad, you name it. But it is a pulled pork Wednesday, and you can get your pizza wing specials and a heck of a lot more. And hey, order on the app for $5 off, first delivery or pickup order right here. Order on the app. Just download this baby. It's super easy to order. Also, rosiescorner.net. If you're right there on the laptop, you're at work, you're busy, you want to get something ordered up right away, just do it online at rosiescorner.net. Again, that app is killing it right now as well. Rosie's Corner, Route 11 in Brewerton. Eat local, shop local, support local here at Rosie's Corner on a pulled pork Wednesday. Don't forget Fish Friday coming up as well. So the U.S. Open at Oakmont, what I love about golf, among 7 million other things, in terms of the majors, is that every major has its own sort of like trademark thing, its own DNA. We would talk about it, the Masters, for example, is played at Augusta, and it's the Super Bowl of golf, and blah, 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 blah. But it's played at the same exact course. The USO, or the PGA Championship, rotated, great field, but, seemingly the courses that are kind of varied all across the board that have had PGAs and US Opens. You get a real mix with the PGA. Sometimes it's really easy. Sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes it's in the middle. Then you get the US Open, which is usually the toughest test in golf all across the board. This week at Oakmont will showcase that because of length of the rough, the thickness of it, the depth of it, the length of the course, the tightness of the fairways. And then you get the Open Championship, where you get the history and the deep bunkers and all that sort of thing. So each major has like its own model, and you set up that tree, and then there's branches off the tree that we know it for, is kind of what I'm getting at. And so with this US Open, toughest test in golf, boy, people are calling Oakmont one of the hardest courses, if not the hardest course in the world. A brutally difficult test, unbelievable green speed. That's another part of US Opens as well, that the stimp gets up there, 13, 14. In this case, they're talking about 15 and a half, 16. Length of the course, depth of the rough, thickness of the rough. And so when you look at Scottie Scheffler in particular, I wonder here, right? Because he is a very good driver of the golf ball, obviously. Tee to green, his strokes per play, strokes on average, strokes across the board, he's the top golfer. We know that. But when you slice and dice certain parts of the game, the driving is not as elite as some others. We saw him go a little wayward, and even the PGA, he had to correct it. Remember that opening bogey in terms of the final round, and he was going left, going left, going left. And it's funny because people said, well, he's trying to fix it. He said, you got to fix that. It's not easy just to snap your fingers and fix it. It's also not a team sport where you can just pass the ball to somebody else and say, you deal with it. I'm not playing well today. Or if you have a bad game as a quarterback and your defense gets 4 sacks and 2 pick sixes, you can have a bad day. They can do that. You win, and it's on to the next game. So I'm very interested to see if he has a shaky driving week. He is a great recovery player. He's a really good putter, not elite, but the striking of the ball from the mid-iron level, 180 in, 210 in, 115 in, the striking of the golf ball, the ball control, the ball striking, the recovery is all tremendous. Is that going to be enough to overtake an okay driving week for Scottie Scheffler? Will be very interesting to see. That's definitely one of the big storylines for me. Rory, obviously, and his drama. I don't understand what's going on with him right now. I mean, the media, how he's talking to the media, the extra attitude that he's had. He's got this driver. He's been playing around. He says, oh, you want to see what kind of driver I'm using? Come out to the practice facility, come out to the practice range and watch me. I mean, what is this? Like, hey, if you want to kiss me, come out to the flagpole here. We can't sneak one in front of the lockers. I mean, it's like, what are we doing here, right? And he's toying with the media, talking. He's just got this different attitude going on. He didn't talk to the media at the PGA several days. Then he didn't tell Jack Nicklaus, that he wasn't coming to the memorial. I mean, what is this? Too big for your britches here? We know that you're an icon of the game, one of the greats of all time. We like you. We've adopted you as one of our own here in America. I mean, Rory's one of my favorite players. I like the guy overall, but I don't know what this whole charade is since he won the Grand Slam and the green jacket and the Masters. And hey, the guy has no problem going on all the big-time talk shows, Jimmy Fallon, all this, showing the green jacket. You know, he cried, we rode the roller coaster with him. Like, I don't know what the dude's problem is here recently, but he got to be a little bit better here with the media. He's got to be a little bit better in terms of his overall face of the PGA Tour, which he wanted, by the way. We give him credit for doing that and taking Liv head on and then taking all the executives head on to the PGA Tour when they went behind his back trying to find a merger with Liv. I understand all those things. I'm on Rory's side for most of those things. But in terms of being the face of the tour and acting this way and blowing off media and not going to Jack's tournament and not telling him at least that he wasn't coming, like, come on, man. Like, you got to step up the game here a little bit. But overall, obviously love Rory's game. If he won this week, I'd be happy because I really like the player. I like the guy, I think. I mean, I've never met him, never hung out with him, but he's likable, and we'll see what happens here. But Morikawa, really good, accurate driver. We'll see what Scheffler can bring to the table trying to win another major. Bryson DeChambeau, is it going to be the really hyped up, cooked up Bryson DeChambeau? Obviously, his length is unbelievable. His accuracy mostly is really good, too. But if that comes back a little bit, what happens? You know, a guy like a Jon Rahm, who kind of just mentally usually can control himself there, is going to be one there. I'll tell you what, it's going to take a tough mental player, somebody who's mentally strong, mentally tough, to get it done at Oakmont. Going to be an unbelievable tournament, the toughest test in golf, the U.S. Open. But I do love how the U.S. Open, the Open Championship, the Masters, the PGA, they all have their own model, so to speak. How do we remember these tournaments? How do we anticipate the tournaments? How do we describe the tournaments? They have their own model. Like Augusta's tree is here, green jacket. The Super Bowl of golf, play at the same course all the time. Amen corner, the back nine is where it's won. On and on. Okay, there's the Masters. Now you have the PGA Championship. Tons of different courses, sometimes really easy, sometimes really hard, sometimes in the middle. Rotated around, different styles, different looks. Arguably the top field, top 30 golfers. Okay, the U.S. Open, toughest test in golf. The rough, the tightness of the fairways, the super fast greens. Sometimes the winner's over par. Then the Open Championship. Oh my goodness, the history. Ireland, Scotland, England, the deep bunkers, the fairways faster than hell. And then obviously for us Americans, we wake up usually and we can just flip it on and golf's on. So, and you know where the game started. So just awesome. Major golf, there's nothing like it. And even with the Liv and the PGA, all the stuff that's gone on, it's still number one about the majors in golf before anything. Mike Lindsley here at Rosie's Corner. Come on down. Pizza, wing combos, and your Pork Wednesday. Order on the app. Order online. rosiescorner.net, as I always tell you. Enjoy the games.